So Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, there's just a little blurb that was recently released teasing chapter 3. It says here,
still moving on, still moving on. This is for my day ones. This is for my day ones. Come on.
Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapter 3 promotional image and Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 44. On the right text it says, cut despair into pieces with this sword. Left text, cover and opening page colored. So it possibly is teasing that the next chapter is going to have a colored page as well as another colored page on the inside of it. So 2 colored pages potentially, and cut despair into pieces with this sword. I don't know if they're just kind of going back to the fact that Boruto was slicing and dicing, or who knows, maybe Boruto might straight up pull a future Trunks in this next chapter and cut Code into pieces and it'll be the end of Code. I don't know. The promotional image is literally just of Boruto time skip. It's probably something from the chapter in black and white or whatnot. But just in general, I'm hoping that they're not going to go the route of what I feel like they're starting to do. Because, and I said this in my review, that chapter 1 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex was like, oh my god, the setups was immaculate of just everything is here already. You know, everything that you need, minus just Sasuke, is here on the battlefield. You know, Boruto and Kawaki's meetup, Code, Ten Tails, everything you need, Mitsuki is around there. Like, everything you need to solve this story is right here, right in front of us. And then chapter 2, it felt like we went from, if the speed in chapter 1 of everything that it provided us and everything that it did, and chapter 1 was like a 9, the speed of chapter 2 felt more it was going into the direction of 6. Granted, because it's a time skip and because we need to set things up and give a little room to breathe, it's forgivable. Everybody's still very excited. We're seeing the new character designs for all the characters. Everything is just like, the hype is still going fireball. You know what I mean? Everybody's still very much so excited about this. If we're 2 to 3 more months removed from this and we're still at this chapter 2 type of pacing, I'm afraid it's gonna start feeling a little bit like that year that we had of Boruto. What was that, 2022? Right after the anime finished up all of the or not even the anime, the manga finished up all of the Itsuki, what was his name? Itsuki? Oh my god, I can't remember. Ishiki. Oh god. Ishiki Otsutsuki stuff. You know how the manga after that for a hot minute was kind of slow, and then at one point it felt like we was doing like The Bachelor, where like, yo, they about to all live together and all of this madness that was going on. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And I feel like if 2 Blue Vortex continues on the pacing of chapter 2, it might feel like that. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Granted, I'm still very much so, I want to stress, I don't want it to be mistaken that you can give layered opinions. It's okay, I promise you. Chapter 2, I enjoyed a lot of the action because it had a lot of action. It's showcasing what everybody's capable of, showcasing a little bit of maybe Kawaki isn't the monster that you would ideally expect after all the shit that he did, him running into Saint Himawari or whatnot. So it's still like a lot of really cool shit that I like. It's just very noticeable of how we was blitzing fast with the first one, and the second one it was like, we gonna get there, but so it's gonna be a gamble on how they play this one with the next few chapters of the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex series. Again, a lot of the questions, like we spoke about already, we don't need to get in again. Where's Sasuke? I feel like they jumped into so much so quickly that it makes me feel like there is just another story that's waiting to happen here. Like, this isn't really how the manga is gonna be 10 chapters from now, or it's not gonna be a long series, because even seeing Naruto floating in the vortex, like, everything that you wanted to see was immediately showcased in that first chapter, from all of the new time skip designs, again, minus Sasuke, Naruto still in the vortex, Kawaki still in the leaf, Boruto already reunited with Kawaki, Koda's in the village, the Ten Tails clones are attacking, Sarada's like, a lot of stuff in that one, and it almost feels like, damn, they kind of removes a little bit of suspense if you think about it, just a little bit. It removes a little bit of the suspense of like, well, what happened with this person, what happened with that person, like, oh look, sly devil he is. I guess there's also Amado as well. Sasuke and Amado, we ain't really see though. That's another key player. Maybe Sasuke's with Amado right now, I don't know, maybe he got him tied to a chair and he's torturing him or something. But yeah, I feel like they could have played a little bit more with the suspense, but considering they didn't, and considering they showed us all of the pretty much, it was like they put almost all the cards on the table in the very beginning. It's like, I wonder if it's because we're about to have a radical departure of a story going forward. Like it's gonna pull a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and like part 3 or something, and we're gonna go around the world. You know what I mean? It's not gonna stay in the hidden leaf for long. And Boruto, again, it could be, you know, going through vortexes to a new place. It could be time travel. It could be the 2 blue vortexes. He's gonna go through a vortex that's gonna take him to the past or something. Because most people would eat that shit up. Most people, like, you could call it what you want to call it, but if the Boruto manga took a page from that one special that they did in the anime, where they went back in time and the Urashiki and all that shit, if they did that for a hot minute, that would be crazy. And regardless of what you want to say, most people would just be very intrigued. Like if that was a canon thing, Boruto going back in time to whatever period you want to set it in, it will be fascinating. If he goes to the Madara period, it will be fascinating. If he goes to the Naruto period, it'll be fascinating. If he goes to the Shippuden period, it'd be fascinating. If he goes to the Hagoromo period, it would be fascinating. So that's something that definitely could be played around with the whole, you know, vortex. It depends on where. I feel like the vortex thing is like a quadruple entendre. Like it means multiple different things. It means Uzumaki. It means jumping through portals. Like it means a lot of different things, or it could mean at the very least a lot of different things. And it's only a matter of time until where the story goes, because it just feels like they show too much for it to be like this is where we gotta stay, because where else do we go with it? You gotta remove Boruto from this whole situation and put him somewhere totally different. I mean, granted, there's a possibility that it could be an introduction to Kashin Koji. It could be an introduction to whatever journey he may embark on with Koji, wherever he's at, because at this point it's safe to say Kashin Koji is still waiting in the wings, and I'm going to assume that Kashin Koji is going to have some sort of reunion, or Naruto's going to be able to have a reunion with him at some given point. So I think Kashin Koji is going to be safe from death for a while. Who knows? Maybe they're setting Kashin Koji. Oh my god, this is a crazy, and there's nothing to back it other than comparing Boruto to a lot of the things that is utilizing for influence. But imagine if Kashin Koji becomes like Android 16 to Himawari's Gohan. Like imagine again, if Himawari is following after, you know, she loves her father, she's a daddy's girl or whatnot. Hear me out. If Sasuke is Boruto sensei and Naruto is Kawaki sensei, what if the Jiraiya character is Himawari sensei? And what about if at some given point Jiraiya, aka Kashin Koji, finally gets stomped out, and maybe even if it was Kawaki that is the one that kills him off, and that awakens Himawari to becoming the craziest. Oh my god, I just went down a crazy rabbit hole of possibility that, again, there's no, you know, nothing that showcases that that's gonna happen, but just think about it. Just, it all lines up very perfectly. Maybe that could be the role that Kashin Koji is gonna play. I know a lot of people, and it's so easy to jump to the whole Boruto training with Kashin Koji and learning all these stuff, but Himawari with the Sage Mode or whatnot, going down her father's route. Like Sarada is, you know, inspired by Naruto, but in a different way as the Hokage. Kawaki is inspired by him in a different way as like a surrogate father that rescued him from the clutches of evil with Jigen and them. This is just straight up, that's my dad. And I want to be like my dad. I love my dad. I've already been saying that Boruto's first 5-6 chapters is going to define the whole series of success. Big facts. I'm calling that Koda is going to accidentally resurrect an Otsutsuki, though those 10 tails claw Grimes, and that's their big secret. That would be perfect. We need a new threat. Right now, there's realistically, there's no real, like the 10 tails is the biggest threat we have, but realistically, if Koda is supposed to be the biggest threat, right? Minus that Kawaki wants to just kill Boruto, but he doesn't want to conquer the world or anything. He just wants to kill Boruto. I say like he just wants to kill Boruto. He just wants to, he just wants to ride a bike. He just wants to kill Boruto. He's not like a mustache twirler of sorts and whatnot. So if his whole goal is, I want to kill Boruto, it's not that he wants global domination or anything like that, then he's not the real villain of the story. If Boruto's talking to Code like he's a chump, like, yo, I can finish you anytime I want, dog. You light work, bro. Come on, stop playing with me, bro. Come on. He's not the villain. 10 Tails is the closest thing, but 10 Tails is right now still not completely, mentally, 10 Tails is just like a ravaging beast. So mentally, it's not really capable. Amado remains to be seen, but again, Amado could be the one that brings about an Otsutsuki. Bottom line is, we definitely need a new threat. There's no big villain to be scared of. Nobody's scared of Code, at least the way he is right now. Nobody's scared of Code. Kawaki, the only one that needs to be scared of Kawaki is Boruto. Nobody's really scared of Kawaki. it's only the Ten Tails, and the Ten Tails right now is just a bunch of clones that we saw Boruto and Sarada slice through them like butter. So it's not something to be scared of either, unless the real Ten-tailed monster itself came out. So who's really to be scared of? Me as a reader, I think the biggest and scariest threat in the Boruto verse is Amado. Amado is the biggest threat right now, period. Because we don't know what he's really capable of, and we know that he's too damn smart to be, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could outmaneuver it. Like, I always look at it, like, that's why in my Shikamaru video where I was talking about the strategy that he could utilize, strategy and a crazy mental that is capable of, you know, making steps 10 moves ahead of everybody and whatnot, that is a very deadly capability of taking out the strongest of them. And we've seen that Amado is a mad scientist genius, that he knows all of this shit about the Otsutsuki, their DNA, all sorts of stuff. He was able to, you know, put a new karma into Kawaki. He is the one to be feared. If he gets his hands on and he has it his way and somehow he gets the Ten Tails under his control, now we have a problem. But Ten Tails under Code's control, Code is a chump. Code is a chump. Kawaki ain't really a villain. He's an antagonist that did some super fuckboy shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, what you doing, boy? But he's not the villain either. The villain right now is Amado and what he's capable of doing, because we don't know really what he's after. Code is going to resurrect, and Otsutsuki is going to be one of the missing pair on the stone tablet that Sasuke found in Jigen's dimension, and Amado is the other one. Well, two Otsutsuki would be a great way to kick things off. We got two Otsutsuki to deal with, and maybe Boruto tries to chase them off and ends up getting trapped in another vortex, similar to what happened with his pops. I think Boruto, Sasuke, like a Team 7 type of structure would be dope for this new quest. Boruto, Sasuke, Himawari, and Sarada. Maybe throw in one of the other ones, like, I don't know, Metal Lee or something. I've been saying that. But something of that type of scenario I feel would be great for the new cast of, you know, going on a new journey or whatnot. Because I want a journey, bro. Like, we didn't really in the manga get to have that type of Naruto, early Naruto experience with the characters of, like, going on little quests and whatnot. Like, we didn't get stuff like that. In the anime, yeah, they did a whole bunch of filler shit of, like, Team 25 going and chasing a cat and all of that. Like, fine, I don't care. The manga didn't get to do quests. What better way than to introduce those early Naruto vibes of going on, you know, missions or whatnot, but on a grand scope of, like, going through a vortex and chasing after some Otsutsuki. Throw that motherfucker Denki in. Okay, now you playing. No Denki. No Denki.
Thought it would've been, wish it would've been. Acting like I'm fine is getting harder to pretend. I said, thought you would've been, wish you would've been. Maybe I was wrong, it was me all along.